My dear friends, the outbreak of COVID-19 has created an unprecedented situation around the world. Let us remember all those who are battling the virus, the families of all the victims around the world, administration, the doctors, nurses, and the health officials, and all others who have put their lives at risk for the rest of us. I believe together we will weather the storm. We are passing through a tough phase. Let us turn this challenge into an opportunity. It is not time to be panic, but we should be aware of the dangerous situation around us. In an interview that could cause apprehension and even fear, the director of the Washington-based Center for Disease Dynamics, Ramanan Lakshmi Narayanan, has said that India could be the next coronavirus hotspot. He said that in the worst case scenario, 60% of Indian population could be infected, which is some 700 or 800 million people. However, he added that the vast majority would only be mildly affected. A very small percentage would become seriously ill, and an even smaller percentage would sadly lose their lives. It is estimated that India is bound to have 10,000 or more undetected coronavirus cases. Our medical stand is that India is still in stage 2 of the epidemic and has not entered stage 3 or probably entered stage 3. If you look at the steps that the government has taken, shutting the schools, colleges, theatres and cinemas and declaring all India curfew for one day, this clearly suggests the government knows we are in a dangerous level. Bangalore has about 1.3 crore people. If only 10% gets infected, that is 1.3 lakh patients. If 10% of these patients need a ventilator, then that is 13,000 critical patients. Bangalore has 700 ventilators, of which only 10% can be used by the COVID patients. That is 70 ventilators for 13,000 patients. This is the situation of all the cities in India. If this is the condition, the situation of India will be more dangerous than Italy. We have seen the different stages of corona attack in many countries. China and Italy are giving two important lessons for us. We should be prudent to watch and learn the great lessons they are giving to us. The moment the virus was identified, China was very vigilant and cooperated with the World Health Organization and shared the genetic sequence of the virus as well as the specifications for designing tests so that the other countries would be able to identify it. The biggest conclusion is that China has demonstrated that the course of the outbreak of this virus can be altered. Normally, an outbreak of this nature would have exponential growth, would reach the high peak and would then decline naturally once all the susceptible people have been infected or developed the disease. This has not happened in China in a number of ways. It is an epidemic that has been nipped as it was growing and stopped in its tracks. So this is a big lesson. The government and medical team effectively managed the crisis and the public cooperated very well. So they did not allow this natural course of the outbreak of virus to reach the peak. This is a lesson that we should learn from this country and adapt for our present situation. Again, let us come to China. The statistics of Italy clearly states that between February 15 and March 10, there were only 10,000 corona infected people and the death was less than 1,500. But between March 10 to 20, within 10 days, the number has gone from 10,000 to 40,000 affected people and 2,000 people died within 10 days. And the government is not able to control the situation. The youth of many countries which are severely affected by the corona disease were more relaxed and not concerned about the seriousness of this disaster. And now they are regretting for their negligence, which has affected not only their family, but their country and whole world. Italy is the best example. Dear youngsters of our country, you have more responsibility in this campaign against corona. We have the responsibility to protect our elders and kids who are more vulnerable to this disease. Coronavirus is not very dangerous. We can defeat it with a little water, soap, and strong determination. If we take it very silly, this virus can destroy the whole world. We need not be panic. I repeat the same advice which you have heard many times. Follow the instructions of the government and medical department. Wash your hand regularly. Cover your nose and mouth while sneezing and coughing. Stay away from the public places. Be at home until our country is recovered. Already we are infected. Let us flatten the curve of the infection before it reaches the peak.